So, alright, it's gonna be a rather quick stream. I kind of fell asleep and forgot to come back at 11, but yeah, I'm wide awake now, so I figured I'd play this a little bit, try out Outskirts, and we'll try out the Cairo thing, or Armory thing again, because that was kind of neat. Still have the editor open, so we got a few things we can do there as well. But yeah, I suppose let's start off with I'd like to say the harder one, because I don't really know what I did. Outskirts. Okay, we'll probably hop into 2-player too. If not, I'm doing that tomorrow, because I was suggested that 2-player in these portals might do a little bit more. So, I mean, I kind of believe that, so it's worth trying. So we'll do that tomorrow. Unless there's enough time, then I'll do it tonight, but we'll see. Okay, let's get in. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna try to do all this in one go. One fell swoop. Get the checkpoint. Yep, there we go. Let's go. Get the gun. Hopefully the stream's going good. I got the replay buffer on. I got the settings where they were at before. We should be cooking, I hope. Here we go. Pretty good bounce. I think this will work. There we are. Gonna back up into here. What happens if I actually haven't tried this? Can I get back up? That might have been a bad idea. Uh-oh. Okay, we made it. Well, they didn't disappear, so that's odd. I got a checkpoint though. There it goes. I really don't get this one at all. Like, you think going back to the other pavilion would have did that too, right? But it didn't. I want to know why it brought the skybox down. That's why I'm messing with this. I should have that clip looping again so people could see what I'm doing if they come in here. Although I kind of doubt we're going to get many people watching this late at night. Okay. I'm getting a lot of checkpoints. Am I just deloading these suckers? Like, what's happening? I want the truck to vanish again. I made the truck disappear doing this before. There's also like a slight lag when I do this. Like, you can feel it. Like, it's like you're hitting a wall for a split second. Come on. I wonder if it's... I'm seeing it jiggle. Ooh, I'm wondering if it's like Cairo. Maybe not yeah, Cairo. Maybe if I just sit still, we'll soft lock. Kinda curious. Checkpoint again. Maybe it thinks I'm in this area, not in this area. Oh, I thought we deloaded that box. That's weird that that deloaded the one time, though. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't catch it. I know the truck can deload. I've done that before. Right here, maybe? Try looking up. Any sky booms? There's none, is there? No, there's one. I lied. Well, I shouldn't have did that. It's kind of weird that this doesn't seem to... I really feel like it should deload enemies at some point or something. I saw their shadows not be there. What was the deal with that? Shadow? No shadow. Gone again. Ooh. That's interesting. Maybe. Why does the shadow go and come back? I guess there might be a no, I know there's a portal plane here. It goes across, like, this, I think. So it makes sense. Because the light mapper doesn't do that. Still doesn't explain why the skybox went down. Just something I never noticed, I guess. We'll have to try that at other doorways and things to see if their shadows disappear. I bet you could do that anywhere. Doop, doop. He blew himself up. What an idiot. Okay, here we go. I'm just letting this play out. I think we're gonna stay on this till either the hunters come through or something. Because I just want to see if this does anything else before I reload, and I'll try it again. I'll definitely do this again tomorrow in 2-player, because that's a pretty good idea. Could have one further ahead than this guy can go in and out of it. I don't think there's anything else that's going to get picked up here by the garbage collection script. At least I'm not seeing it. If I go like this. Kind of thinking of going to 30 FPS just to see if something helps there. Because I don't really remember what frame rate I had it at before. I'm sure it's in my clip. I think I actually opened the menu just so I would remember. Here we go. Ew. He gooned all over the floor. Disgusting. Don't kill me, please. Oop, I'm trying to see if I can, like, deload the hunters or something at this point. Or the sky. If I could see, like, the sky just explode on the floor again, that would be awesome. Okay, there we go. Shadow, no shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog. Got it. Okay, I'm thinking of jumping down. So I did not remember how long this sequence was. Plus, they're all shooting me instead of my teammates now. There we go. Shot his gun and he died. Weak. Died of a heart attack. It's weird that I haven't deloaded the truck yet. I mean, I guess I can't now that it's broken, but I feel like it should still deload. Can I, like, get under this and prime for a... Maybe. Hey, yo, I could go for another super bounce off of this when I inevitably give up. Did I get them all? He's twitching. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why? Oh, okay. I thought I fell through it. Can I get back up? Not done yet. Okay, back up we go. I gotta keep an eye on my time. I know that much. Come on, Johnson, why aren't you doing anything, bud? Why am I fighting all these guys? No excuses. Got him. I'm trying to think of what other things could be done while I'm screwing with this. I'm actually thinking of not waiting to the end of this sequence. Alright, he's coming in fine. Still getting like the stutter here. So something's still happening. I don't know what. Boink. Ow. Ow. Let's get back up top. Go. This is where I die, and it's gonna force me to redo it, and if that happens, I'll try something different. Well, I mean, I'll do the same thing, but I'm gonna do it differently. If that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Kinda wanna try to go from here again. There's a bunch of portals over here, so maybe we can, like... Brought them in. Okay, let's head back. Don't know. I'm trying to think. Should pull the clip up again and see what I did. This has to be redoable. We did learn one thing. You can shadow gone, shadow there, shadow gone. Okay, I'm gonna finish this area off, and I guess I'll restart or go to Cairo soon. So I kind of want to mess with stuff on there. Come on, Johnson. Why is there no Marines? I didn't kill any of them. Just that weak on this difficulty, that's only Johnson and me. No. Come on. Okay. One guy left, it looks like. Is that it? We good? I don't know when I'm loading and unloading when I do this, because there is definitely a stutter when I go back and forth on this platform. No. I'm gonna jump down and see if we get it again. I'm hoping. Nope, no ground explosion. Man. I tried. Okay, well, let's do one last thing. Then we'll go to Cairo. Quick little reset. There's something weird with that portal. Maybe I should look at it in the editor again. Alright, here we are. Why did I do that? That was dumb. That's hopefully fine. Okay, here we go up here. Try to get this first try on the first bounce. It's actually pretty consistent. Okay, there we go. Don't think that's too high. Yeah, we made it. See if we can deload this box in one go. Yep, gone. Just like that. Can we get the platform now? I don't know why. Sometimes it's like real instant. Like, I don't know what this is doing. Let's see if we can get the truck. Come on, deload the truck. When I had the skybox sink down, I had the truck deloaded, I think. Come on, do it. I don't think it's gonna happen. Let's try to jump again. I don't think we're gonna get it. I might have to just experiment with 2-player tomorrow for it. Because those can behave differently too. It's weird though that this thing in the box platform was garbage collected, but I can't tell or see anything else that was. I mean, everything looks like it's here. Even this truck's here. Alright, I'm gonna go to Cairo. I don't have time to do the co-op on that level, but I think if we have a shot at recreating it, maybe that will be the best shot. Alright. Okay, select. It's either I want to do Cairo or Armory. We'll start off on Armory and go into Cairo. It's usually pretty good. Do wish I had a mod that skipped this part though. All obsolete. To who? You? It's fine with me. It's weird that you can't turn your flashlight on in this sequence. I never noticed that before till now. Gotta spam all buttons, so if you hear me clicking, that's what I'm doing. Okay, I got flashlight immediately. Alright. I'm ready, come on, meet me by the zapper. There's like a weird portal here too, but I don't know what this one would do. Okay, 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 okay. Let's go. First try with this, I hope. Yes, yes, that was a quick one. We'll get the checkpoint out here if we're lucky. Wonder if I could checkpoint in the portal area where I shouldn't be. Let's see. Checkpoint done. Interesting. Okay. Let's go up here. There we go. Get an accidental super bounce out of this, because why not? Nah, I didn't get it. Okay, we got that. No Johnson in the tram. I feel like there's something you can do with that other than soft lock yourself. That's why we got the checkpoint. To explore around in the other area. Maybe something will happen. I mean, figured that out by accident. Might as well. Alright. I know we can super bounce in here too. It's pretty fucking... this one's pretty insane as well if you do it right. I'm not good at it though. You get like bonk bonk, you can bonk back and forth like a little basketball in this tight space, and I'm kind of surprised that it's never killed me. Oh, okay. Alright, well, we can't move without Johnson, so that effectively is dumb that we did, but nothing really came out of it, so I might have to reload. We'll try something else with that checkpoint. Gotta be something more here we can do. Oop. Kind of tempted to load up. I not load it up. I should have it loaded. Get on the editor and we'll see if there's some spot like outside the boundary here. I think we can do it outside the map on the tram. Not the elevator. It's kind of weird that he goes up that thing. From what I remember. But if you go in that hallway or just in that seam, he will fall out of the elevator. I've done this like maybe more than like 50 times, almost 100 I think. Because I was trying to break the doors on the next level. And it might not have anything to do with that, but it's like all the times I've ran out here, ran around, hopped on the windows, he never fell out the elevator. And I'm in my own portal plane, so it's like he should have fell out the elevator same as before. So it's kind of just weird. I don't know why that's odd like that. We're almost there. Don't really have an idea, so I think we're gonna get the editor on as soon as I get him moving. Oh wait, is he not? Oh god, I think I might have messed something up. I wasn't thinking. Well, I don't think he's actually gonna move, because I didn't trigger the tram to move. Shoot, how did I forget that? Okay. Okay, this will be quick. We'll be quick about this speedrun time. Speedrun and not be stupid time. Okay. I think I can trigger it from underneath if I remember too. Which is what I might do. Oh, come on. Let's see, can we... Yeah, I think we can do it from underneath. I'll just wait here for him. There's like a portal here too. I'm surprised standing here hasn't did it yet. Okay. I'll give him my invitation. I don't want to go. I thought I remember triggering it from down here. Maybe I'm misremembering. I'll just do it the way I've always did it. Thought we could be quick and do it from beneath. Alright. Let's go. Should get a super bounce primed and try to do one outside the station just for fun. Although I'd probably die and then I'd be forced to redo all this, which would be stupid. So it's probably a good idea I didn't. Okay, here we go. You know what I should have did though? Was see if he fell out the elevator with me just running off like I did earlier. Or if it's just specific to that one area. I think I understand why it happened now though. It's like unloading, loading it really rapidly. I think the same thing's happening on the outskirts with that one box. Oh wait, okay, I forgot what level for a minute. We can just walk around. Here I am thinking I needed a grenade. Okay, almost there. Almost there. I kind of wish I could go faster. Okay, 2:56. I got like maybe another 20 minutes in me. If not a little less. Okay. This should be relatively easy to trigger, but I think once I trigger it, I'm gonna look at the editor because I want to make sure I mess up the next area. Did he already pass? He might have already passed. Just convenient. Saw something there. Okay, I think he passed. Let's get the editor up and see what maybe we can do out here. Editor. Okay, so I want to look for something similar to that. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of other settings turned on right now. I didn't mean to. Like, I was debugging the ships because I thought maybe I could figure out why these sometimes act weird, and that might help me figure the outskirts thing out. But all it really did was clutter everything. We're like past here. So right around here, maybe. No, it's right here, I think. Okay. What is this? Hammer? This is Halo 2 Sapien. It lets you see the triggers, the debugs, and like place items on your map and stuff. It's essentially an editor. I'm using it to try to find a flaw here, because I found out how to get Johnson not to go in the elevator shaft at the start, which was interesting. So this thing made him fall out there, so I'm trying to make him fall out of the tram using the same trick. So what I'm looking for is something like this, these two pink lines and a void, or at least two portals, but we're not gonna find that outside where it's a square and pink line. Kind of hard to see them. I wish I could like color them better or something. I remember seeing some out here. I don't know where. There's one over here for some reason. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is try to just trigger it to the end and run over here and see what happens. I don't know. Kind of just goofing around till something happens, and oops, didn't put the game back on. My bad. There we go. Okay, so you should be right around here. If I crouch in the window, it will resume. Let him go all the way to the end, and then it'll freeze again, because there's like 3 loading areas here. I can get past it. I'll just jump past it. Alright, so if I crouch on these windows, he'll resume, but I gotta be careful because the end level triggers right there. Okay. What is the deal with this one over here? I like these ships though. If I could figure out the outskirts thing, maybe that can apply here. It'd be cool to make them crash into the station more than just rarely they do. Alright, I don't think I have them close enough. One more try. This was hard to time before, from what I remember. You can kind of see him on the radar sometimes. Oh, there, I hear the door. Door's going. Gotta be careful. What happens if I stand here? Anything? I don't know. I don't think this one. I think you can jump in those windows, but I don't wanna don't wanna mess it up. Yeah, this game really is cool. I built my own map in this. If you haven't seen any of the previous streams, I put my living room into it. So there's like a 3D scan and stuff that I done. I also made one of the Xbox. Oops, I triggered it by mistake. The Xbox map's cool. I put a lot of work into that one. It's gonna come out like maybe next week or something. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Maybe it won't let me skip. There we go. Yeah, I was messing with that level because there was one time with the tram too where I was on it and I couldn't look around. I broke the mouse controller, the controller control. It was kind of both. Alright, gonna try something in this room. Even though all I wanted to do was mess with the armory. There's some fun stuff we can do here. If you've never seen Halo, here's a cool one. You can do this. Oh, come on. You hit the boxes. If I can get straight, there we go. You do this, and then you can go through walls. Yep, Halo 2. Yeah, there's a lot here we can do in Halo 2. You can turn into like any NPC or enemy with like a glitch. You can go through walls, super bounce. You can like break scripted stuff, which is what we're trying to do in the last level. I think we got it this time. There we go, through the wall. Yeah, there's a lot of goofy things, like the super bounces you can do like this. There's like a second way to do them now. You jump on a seam and you can launch into the sky if you do it right. Should be able to do them here, but I'm kind of bad at them on this level. Let's try that one. Here we go. Doing this is tilting your hitbox. It's like a pill. We can actually look at it real fast. Editor, because I'm using the MCC editor, not the original one, because I can only use the original one on Windows at the moment. But this one has player simulation, which the other editor doesn't have. So we can actually turn this on. Debug. Oh god, if I can remember the command, actually. It's like pill or something. 1 minute. I might have to look it up real quick. Oops. I should have, there's a YouTuber that's doing this stuff too. I made a list before, but he made a much better list that tells you all the commands for Sapien here, so I'm gonna just try to find that and open it up. Oops, why is wine opening? I don't want wine, I want to open the PDF. Okay, there we go. Sorry, this is taking me a minute. Alright, so I want collision models, I think, or physics models. I don't know. We'll turn both on. It's fine. Hopefully I didn't break anything. Debug. I almost had the command right, though. That's how many times I had to do it. Collisions. This game has a very weird hitbox model. Models 1? That's not it. Let's do the other one then. Physics models? Underscore models. Thankfully there's tab complete, but it doesn't always work, which is annoying. Apparently I just typed it wrong there. There we go. Is it one of those should have did it? Nothing? It's don't mind the squares. Squares nothing. Yeah, it's like yeah, it's very Portal 2-ish actually. You're kind of onto something with that. It's like a round sphere thing. I'm trying to point it out with the mouse. You probably can't see because I have it turned off. Oops. But it's very oval. I'm gonna get it on real quick. I think I have to turn on like a this should turn them all on. There it is. Now you can see it. I don't know what the purple was just there, but yeah, those are weird. Okay, so this white one going around, ignore like the purple expanding ones. So when you oh wait, I don't know the key here to pause the simulation. I'm trying to remember. I have like a 70% keyboard, so I don't really. You can pause the simulation when crouched and look at it crouched, but it shrinks. So it's like this oval goes to a ball. And yeah, that's, if we can kill him, I can make it show up actually, but ain't really any way to do it on this level. Okay, get that on. Okay, it's looking like a mess. I don't know what the square thing is, but yeah, this thing shifts from your mesh. You can see how it's his hands stick out, his legs stick out. The alien, the Arbiter, his really sticks out. But yeah, that clips the ground. You get an ejection force, so you can shoot up into the air. It's wild. I've been looking into that one because I want to make it at some point where you just back into a wall and then go flying, which I think's a thing that's gonna happen at some point. Yeah, the hitboxes, like items in this game have resting states too. I've been able to freeze things. I don't know if you've seen like freezing things in some games. This one has some wild stuff you can do. Yeah. Alright, that's, I'm gonna try this super bounce once, and I think we'll go to my not my campaign, my multiplayer maps. I don't really have any ideas on this map for what to do. The thing I'm trying to do on this map, though, before we leave it, I'll show you. This is why I was playing with the last level, because I'm thinking it might break something here, maybe. Kind of have my doubts now, but this door here, see how these doors blow up? You can break the script and have them not blow up. That's what I was trying to do. It'd be like this. Alright, let's save and quit here. I'll load my map up and show you some of the freezing thingies. Sometimes a lot of things I do, I just tell speedrunners and they do more with it, or I just do things to do things. Basically, I like to glitch. Here, we'll do a super bounce that's kind of wild, maybe. Then we'll go my map. We'll get a vehicle as well. Like if you crouch on hitboxes while spamming it, you can like freeze things as well, like when they interact, which is cool. I guess we'll do. Trying to think of the best way to set this up. Let's go around. So to do super bounces, there's a few different ways, but both rely on pushing your pill, that little round thing, to the ground, like I did there. And then you jump on a seam where two things mesh. And then you can just bounce. These can get violent if you have the tick rate right. There, I did 2. Lucky me. I'm not that good. There we go. Couldn't get the third one, but that's one thing you can do. I wanted to use those in speedruns. I feel like not a lot of people have done that. There are a few things, but not many. Yeah, let's load my map up real quick. Actually, you want to see my living room map? That one's stupid. That one will never see the light of day short of a stream or a video. Because you can't play on it. It's impossible. Those 16 players are going to fit in this room. This is such a dumb map. I don't know why I did this. Poor Porg. Got my giant Game Boy in the corner. You can't actually do it. Master Chief's like a midget because I had to make him smaller to fit 2 people. This is actually photogrammetry, and it's a really bad scan from like 3 years ago, so none of this looks the same anymore. So it's like a little time capsule thing now. It's kind of funny. I got it on VR as well. Got it in Bone Labs. At this point, it's my Doom level. It's like, can I put it in there? Then I put it in there. I'm gonna put it in Battlefront 1942 eventually. But, yeah, let's load up the good map that has a vehicle and some stuff I made. This is another map I made. This one will see the light of day. Photogrammetry, it's when you stitch photos, so it's like, if you can imagine a cube, I'm taking a picture here, then here, then here, then here. It's kind of like an advanced panorama deal. Then you make a 3D model. There's a ton of different programs that can do it. But yeah, here's my map. There's multiple different ways to super bounce on this. You don't have to do that corner thing where you crouch. You can just jump off this ramp. And now I can super bounce. This has an inside of the Xbox is fully modeled too. Well, didn't get a good bounce off that one, but here we go. Let's get the car. This is Code Red base and Baja Blue base. You can climb up the Xbox here through the vent, as if you're a little roach or something. A lot of the UVs still need work. Power cable has an Easter egg. If you try to cut it, it kills you. Okay, here we go. Got the fusion coil capacitors, very much a work in progress. And this one's pretty cool. I want to find out more weapon glitches too. I'll show that one off. But yeah, that's I have a whole case of that right now. I love Code Red. Okay. So this is one weapon glitch where you can backpack, reload, shoot yourself. If I can do it. I don't know if I can with this controller. You can do this in every Halo game pretty much. So 2 and 3, I think Reach can do it. But yeah, you can shoot yourself with the gun. Alright, I think we explored everything here short of me getting out of the map. There's gonna be more Easter eggs outside this map eventually. Let's go here. There, got the super bounce first try. I like doing it that way. My new method there. Any slope you jump off horizontal can do that. I've actually used it in a potential skip on one level. What was it called? Regret? I almost skipped that level with that trick. By the way, making super bounce geometry sucks. This took me a lot of tries to make this pad and I still hate it. Sometimes it's first try, sometimes it's like every dozen of tries. Alright, here we go. This is the one. Give it. Nope. Do these on Halo 2 or other versions? I could actually make Halo 1 maps, because if you can make a Halo 2 map, you can make a Halo 1 map. It's not that much different. You have to just make sure the geometry is non-manifold. So this is actually like a box and you have the faces flipped. I might be able to open Blender up here in a minute for this. I think I can do this under my Linux. At least the 3D modeling part. I can't open the other programs up. There we go. You can get some violent super bounces off my pads though once you do get them. I don't know why mine goes so violent. Alright, wrong way. I want to kill myself on the power cable, then I'll open Blender up. But making the map ain't that difficult. Like, a lot of people have problems with UV editing and stuff. I never had an issue with it. Like, I can mess up all my UVs and be like, oh, it's fine. Just put them back where they were. I still need to make some of them better, though. Like, the cans look kind of ripply still. Yeah. Got electrocuted. Yeah. I had to swap for... That sucked, man. I loved that card. I wish I could have used both, but I couldn't. It's gonna affect every Linux distro at some point, where they will... I'm trying to think of the words here. Discontinue the 10 series card, essentially. So I had to get an RX. Yeah, I found a skip there. Let's get a level with the vehicle. I want to show you the vehicle freezing thing. Something fun. A fun one. That's the problem. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now. Metro has a vehicle at the start, and the thing we can freeze. Okay. There's something good here we can do. This level I'd like to break the scripting on too, because the same thing that controls the Scarab cutscene here is the same thing I broke on Outskirts with the sky. So I'd like to have the Scarab not be in the right place. Yeah, that's why I was saying if I could use both I could, but I can't fit them in my system, sadly. Well, the 1070 was great. It had some good features for like rendering and stuff, but I think I've tuned in the RX to make it work. At least from what I can tell, it's going fine. Okay, so I have my hotkey turned on. Okay, so we'll do this. If you're new to Halo, you haven't seen this. This is the new thing that a lot of the speedrunners are trying to do, where they just spam crouch. And then you can build momentum. It goes to a certain point, though. There is a limit, but there's ways to get around the limit. Like, I've went through the floor in Zanzibar. That's one of the ways around. It's using a device. Let's see if we can not die from this. You can get killed from that. Another thing we can do here, crouch on this. We can freeze it, hopefully. So that's frozen. So if I could keep crouching, which I can't right now, we could freeze this. Let's try it again. Right here. Yeah, this trick's cool. Like, if this works in Halo, I'd imagine it could work in other games like Portal. I've never really looked into it, though, in other games. Oh, didn't catch that, though. We'll try again. Here we go. Take the tank. If you ever do this two-player, another cool trick is to park the tank right here and then shoot the other player. Then they won't spawn back, because you spawn right in this spot, so if the tank's there, they can't come back. It's awesome. Great troll trick. There, let's try to freeze this. I might get co-op on just to show the AUP stuff off. I didn't come up with the AUP stuff. Mr. Monopoly and Hark the Shark did, but You can do a lot of momentum things with them that I don't think they've tried yet. Alright, here we go. We're gonna try to freeze this thing. This thing breaks normally. Yeah, it should have broken immediately. Oh, well, I didn't catch any of that. I tried. Okay. See if we can make the tank flip. Kick flip the tank, Chief. You got this. Okay, gotta get still. That's the one thing with the hitboxes. You need to make sure you're still or else the code doesn't go. Come on, kick flip this tank. Yeah, I was the one that at first found the freezing things. Then Fortune came along and he kind of figured it out a little further than I did. There's still some things he's doing that I can't do because it's game specific, sadly. Yeah, you can just spam crouch. You don't have to use a hotkey. People are using like their mouse wheels to do it. You can just click it manually like this too. It can kill you. The more vehicles you link together, the bigger the number can grow for velocity too. So if I put this tank near the Warthog, the number can actually increase. So you can build even more momentum up. Some of it's tied to the floor. I'll get 2-player. I want to show you some stuff with that because in 2-player it's a little more wilder. So like now these two things are combined, so I'm getting even more speed on this and that. And if I move here, the other one should move. This is the thing they're looking into for speedruns because you can actually fly with this. Like if you do it right, you hit the vehicle, time it, then move, you go launch. It's kind of cool. Let's go to 2-player. Yes, it launches you. It's like the super bounce thing. There's some limits though. The super bounces almost will never kill you besides fall timer. That can kill you by splattering you. So that's why I've been looking into that and kind of leaving the speedrunning Fortune stuff, or Fortune's looking into the other trick, that momentum thing. Let me see. I gotta remember how to do this. Split screen, split. But yeah, we'll get the AUP thing going, I suppose, to do 2 birds with 1 stone. Switch to co-op. Trying to think here, what would be good? I wanted to go to the... We'll do Metro again, why not? We can turn into an elite here, so that's cool. You can fly past boundaries and stuff. Yeah, you gain velocity and you boost. You can do it to the player too, so you don't need a vehicle. My game, this doesn't work on though. It's very specific, like the console versions this will work on. But if you go and get still on top of another player, come on, you can tantrum is what it's called. If I can get him still. Come on. Why is this so hard? This shouldn't be this hard. And let me try with the keyboard. I have a little more control then. Come on. There it is. So now this guy will float in the air. And if he was to spam crouch like this, he's gaining velocity down. He'd actually hit the ground really fast. But in my copy, it's not going to happen, sadly. I want to talk to the project cartographer devs that work on this version of this game and see if they can put it in at some point. But yeah, you would elsewise fall. Let's do another thing. So the respawn mechanic in this game is wild. So there's these things called default spots. You can actually block them off like this. Now that player will never come back. As long as that tank's there until I hit a load zone, so that's cool. But, yeah, like you can kill the default spot and become dead alive, so that's another neat trick. We'll do that one, I think. But not right now, we gotta restart. To do a turning thing, you gotta... Oh, the Vista version, yeah. MCC does too, kind of, but the Vista one's the one that gets the... Like, I'm trying to explain the Vista one. So there's like 64-bit Halo, then this is 32-bit. It's less bloated, you got split screen. The newer one doesn't have it, so that's why I have this, so I can do things like this and beat my guy up. I don't know. Okay, let's get in this tank. I'm gonna turn him into something now. I don't know if I'm just gonna make him dead and alive, player merge, or what yet. We'll figure it out. Might go for a player merge. I haven't done that in a while. You can make both players become one, and they have very weird properties, which might be what I needed for that other thing I was trying to do. Okay, get up here, get pinched. So now when he's pinched and I fall off there, I'm technically stuck here when I reload. So the game will try to reset me even though the game reloaded. This is a pretty cool trick. Oh, if I can jump. You gotta be careful not to shoot though, because there's like an index, like a little table. If you put too many grenades out there or anything, this trick can easily not work. Okay, restart. Gotta redo that, and then we're done. Don't have to restart. Okay. One thing you need to be aware of is like things that pop in and out of the level, like that pelican. I gotta wait for him to fly off before I do this. If I go too early, then it won't work. Alright, here we go. Same shadow table concept. Yeah, there's... Oh, man, there's something in Portal that was recently found I wanted to try to apply to this game. I'm trying to remember what that was, but yeah, there's a lot of similarities here. Alright, here we go. I think it was something like every 6,000 restarts, something happens in Portal. I was trying to see if maybe there's some similarity with that with like weaponry. Alright, here we go. Now we should player merge if I remember. Oh, I should have did something. Oh man, I messed up, but whatever. We're technically one person right now, so if I die, we're now gonna be dead and alive. So I could go to the bottom of the lake. That's actually cooler. The ocean, whatever the heck this is. But I'm playing both of them with one guy basically right now. In the newer versions, if you change graphics, you can see some weird stuff. But yeah, I'm technically in a kill volume, so I'm just going to keep spawning on my dead alive guy and then coming back. Although that's a weird camera angle the other guy got, I'll tell you that. Oop, there he is. Alright, let's reset that and do one more cool Easter egg. We gotta get these guys away again. That if that the colliders are off. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I think the collision breaks. I think there's gonna be something like that in this eventually. It might not be the exact same thing, but there's a lot of weirdness with restarts and scripting in this game. I think if something like it's gonna happen, it's gonna be on Cairo at some point. And I made sure the pelican was gone. I'm gonna get in a car as I player merge this time, so this is pretty fun. This is not the intended way to see this Easter egg I'm about to do, but it is a way to do it. See it? Ain't that cool? Normally you'd have to travel to that and see it. That's where the Scarab scripting is at. I'm actually amazed it went there first try. That's amazing. But that's a little box. It stands for I'm only here because of you. It's a developer code for I fucked up, basically. Yeah. At least I'm imagining it was code for I fucked up, but I don't know. I don't know what else we can do on this level, because I didn't break the vent, so I can't turn into an enemy unless I restart. We'll restart. This one's a little more in depth because I gotta break something. But we can turn into an enemy, not just the other player. So I gotta kind of do that weird tent thing again, which I'll do real fast. I gotta get this in position. There's a lot more stuff. You can turn into vehicles too. Like you can become the tank turret. And on some levels, when you do that, did I get this in the right position? I think I did. When you turn into like the tank turret, you can rip the tank turret off and like teleport it around, which is cool. But it's kind of harder. I've only ever done that trick on the MCC where I can like fly around with the skull ability or Easter egg. But yeah, you break this, you put two entities in the table, so 1 and 2. That means we'll spawn 2 things down the table, which is an elite. If I wanted to turn into like his vehicle, I think you break 1. I don't remember. Yeah, there we go. I don't have to break that every time though. MCC, it's the collection of all the games basically. And did I? Oh no, I hit reset, so that ain't gonna work. Let's do a different level real fast, an easier one. That one's easy, but you do have to like stealth up the bridge, and I don't want to do that. Easy, easy, easy. This one's easy. We could become a grunt, or we can turn into a flying guy. But yeah, the MCC came with all the games. You get modern tools, which is that editor I was using before is the MCC version, so it's a little more stable, which is how I'm able to use it on Linux. The original tools apparently can work on Linux, but yeah, you can fly. Let me get this. Gotta remember the setup though. Okay, I remember it. We're good. But yeah, I was trying to figure out how to super bounce across this level. Normally you climb the roof to skip this area fast, but I don't think you have to do that. Alright, so that guy's scared off. We need him away because I want to become something down the line. I don't want to turn into him by mistake. There we go, restart. And now I just gotta shoot my other guy and we'll be set. This one's pretty simple. I like the shielded guys you can turn into too. They're pretty goofy. Alright, here we go. Also, these are dangerous, the trash cans. I'll explain that later. There's other items that are dangerous too. Alright. You also have to shoot the same amount of bullets. So if I shot that... Oh, shoot. That was on bad timing, but good thing we had a checkpoint. Very forgiving one. Okay, go on. 1, 2. Hopefully I can get around this guy. Not bad RNG, please. Think we got it. There it is. We can fly now. This guy's invincible, by the way. So that's real fun. Like, you can really speedrun with this if you wanted to. But yeah, it is an insane hitbox. Hey, there we go. We're on him. He can also change weapons and, like, I think, yeah, here's his default gun. I can shoot his stuff. Fly off. Whoop. Yeah, this, like I said, this guy's invincible. You can flip the people out of it. There's people in here. It's not like a scripted thing. Alright, here we go. Back to Hotel Zanzibar. We can bring it along with us and get a Scarab gun, one of the most powerful guns in the game as well. Alright. My controller is going to shake a minute doing this, so if you hear that, that's what happens. Is this allowed for speedrun? Yes, they do have co-op categories. I don't know the logistics of all the AEP rules, but as far as I'm aware, it's all good to go. Okay, so now that he's stuck in the void, I'm glad it's not shaking my controller. We can go forward. We can spawn him in the level. There's multiple ways to do it. I'm just going to teleport him up ahead. But yeah, you could turn into enemies, allies, vehicles like I just did. You can turn into like the Scarab's main gun, which is interesting. And that's like the one item in the game that can crash your game. Is if you turn into a gun and give it a gun, unironically. And other than that, this game's pretty stable. Like, I've had yet to, like, get a stable crash in the game. Alright, here we go. We're almost there. Speaking of crashes, funny lore thing, these anti-air guns were supposed to be firing, but since they fired the Scarab shot, if you didn't get through this level quick enough, it would just crash. So last minute, they turned them off. I know all lore. I can go down a rabbit hole with this. There's like more momentum glitch things we can do. You can sword fly. Sword flying's cool. I don't have a sword though, so we're not doing it obviously. Okay, so this guy should teleport in the tunnel and I can go really fast in here. If I wanted to go quick, I could be like done with the level real fast by doing this. But we're gonna go get the most powerful gun in the game because why not? This is going to be a little hard because I can't switch graphics. Yeah, I got like autism with this game. I'm going to be honest with myself with that. Like, if I don't know nearly as much about Halo 1 as I do like Halo 2. Or like, you know, I barely know anything about 3. Alright, here we go. I just threw that into the ether because there's a load zone right there. There's no way I'll get this first try, but I'm going to try. Why are you on me? Get off. You stink. Too high. It's somewhere around here. I'll get it. There's a load zone right here where you can bring in the most powerful vehicle. Is it not here? Did I go too far? I might have went too far. Oop, whoa. Don't spin. In the MCC, you can actually see where this is at. There's like a graphics toggle, and they render the unrendered stuff in, so it makes it easier to get this gun. I haven't done it in a while, so I'm kind of like going blindly at it. We'll get it. Yeah, these are the official maps. We're in the story mode right now. Come on. I'm gonna hit it at some point. Here? Where is you? I could probably fly and do it and just trigger it. If I miss it, I miss it. I don't want to spend too long at trying to get this. Where are you? There it was. Get it? Get it? Get it? Get it? I didn't get it. There's no way I got it. Ah. So that one moment where it fires its gun, you can actually grab the gun and you can keep it yourself. So imagine this flying vehicle that's invincible with the gun that like one-shots everything. It's wild. Alright, here we go. Let's get back in the map. I'll finish this level and go and we'll do either another AUP or sword fly or something. Alright, so this level is pretty quick to beat because I could just fly through the tunnel now at Mach 7. Damn everything, my own people. Oh, there we go. So that cutscene that I just ruined was supposed to happen in here, so we kind of like bypassed it for the gun, which I missed. You know, in CSS there was a community map for surf where you could get golden knife. But yeah, I know what surf is. I used to do CSGO surf, but like in Gary's mod. Let me pay attention, I was going backwards there for a minute. Somebody actually put surfing into Halo at some point. I forget what YouTuber it was, but it's pretty genius because this game does have some really good surf like mechanics unintentionally. Don't know what he did to make it work though. I always wanted to try it out. I don't know where to get the mod. Alright, here we go. Level's about done. You can't bring this with you to the next level, though. You'll turn back to normal. Yeah, like, you can go really quick if you're good at that, flying that. I'm not. Alright, so we're here again. Let's go out. I want to turn into a sentinel. You can turn into another flying guy. This one's smaller. He's cool. You need 11 items, though. It ain't as hard as you think. It's just you gotta kill a player twice, and I think it's quarantine zone. Go. But yeah, I was messing with the AUP on this one. You can actually crouch spam the vehicles as this guy even though you're flying. So he can build momentum even though he's in the air. It's kind of wild. I'm going to skip the cutscene again. Shoot, how did I hit you? Alright, try that again. Let's not fear pain nor death. He's doing it right now. Okay, so we need to get a grenade out there because we made too many items. Oh no. I can fudge this one up a little bit. Uh-oh. My tablet's trying to shut off. Might have to call the stream here soon, sadly, but we'll try to get this. Do I have time? Come on. There we go, reset. Now, if I did this right, let's try to do it fast. Get in the vehicle. Okay, so that made 11 items. I can now turn into this guy. And he can still go invisible because the Arbiter can go invisible. So if you turn into vehicles as this guy with the cloak, you can apply his cloak to basically anything. So that Enforcer flying around, the big guy, you can make him go invisible too. You can also pick up vehicles as him like he just did. Let's fly through here before my guys kill me. But yeah, like, you can get killed as an enemy by your teammates, it really depends. You gotta cross some load zones and then they'll kind of forget that you're an enemy. Yeah, so this here, I deloaded. If I wanted to, I could go backwards. If I had the sword, I could kill the other guy and essentially have a dead player and an enemy player at the same time. Yeah, we'll do that because it's fun. Alright, gotta pinch up here. Alright. This might not be the best spot to do it because I gotta then swing. Yeah, let's find a better spot. Okay. Gonna kill a player and make an enemy player. Is Halo and Quake same or nah? Ooh. And kinda not. It's hard to explain. Halo is kind of just its own thing in my opinion. Like, weirdly enough though, like if you play 2, 3 ODST and I think Reach all have the Blam engine, which yeah, they all of them have the Blam engine, but the physics is the same through 2, 3, Reach. So like the Havoc thing, so all those physics related bugs I was doing, I could essentially do those in all the games to some degree. Okay, so now we should get this a lot easier. So that's where this player spawns. If you park a vehicle here and go in a corner like we did with the tank, you can prevent player 2 from spawning the whole time. But there's a few ways you can kill a preloaded character like this. One's pushing him off a cliff or hitting it with the box. I'm gonna try to push him off the cliff. It's a little tricky with this guy, sadly. Oop. Well, I ruined it. But if I were to have pushed him off the cliff, he'd be dead and alive. Like we did earlier, where he was in the water, but still kind of alive. Got one more. Got one more fun one we'll try. It's on Cairo again. And I'll probably have to leave it off on Cairo, right where I started it. Cairo. You can't play the tutorial level in 2-player if you notice. That's another weird quirk with this game. There's like a mod that lets you do it. Apparently it can go, but it's like dumb because there's like one machine you can go in. Okay, so this level, let me think. Okay, I got it. I remember it. Let's go through the wall to save some time. I don't think you can do this in the MCC. You can't ghost unless you have like a mod. So that's what I like Project Cartographer for too. I can do that wall trick. Alright, up we go. Shoot myself for fun until we hit the load zone. Actually, I should have gotten a different level loaded up because I don't have grenades here. If you throw a grenade on yourself while going in one of these, well, player merged, which is what I'm about to do, if I didn't ruin it. Try one more try. If you do that, you can make both players dead and alive. So you're like soft locked and both players are just sitting there on the ground, which is goofy. I figured that one out. And then like I think Porlay, that YouTuber, figured out a different way. Kind of like the same time I found mine. It was weird how close we found that glitch. But yeah, they're using the load zones to do double. You can turn both players into stuff essentially. It's harder though. I'm not good at any of that. Oh, okay, we might not be doing this one. I messed it up twice now. All right, last try. Last try. I gotta get it this time. Oh, come on, game. There we go. Gotta get them nice little jiggles in to offset our box. First try. I made that look easy, trust me. It takes way too many hours to figure that one out. Oop. Alright, we'll just walk. I'm gonna get it this time. I'm gonna lock in right now. I am that focused. Okay, so we gotta be kind of in the middle on this one. Got it. It depends on if I do it with the right player. I did. So you can reload player merge like this. So if you're playing 2-player and jump through that like I just did and just hit restart, you can really trip someone up. They'll be like, what? But yeah, you can use this now to go out of the map. And if I had a grenade and stuck myself through that load zone doing the same trick again, you can kill both of them. But yeah, if I do this, now we're out of the map. He'll fall for a while. This map's pretty huge. There's also an untextured door there, it looks like. There's also a secret car on this level you can get. I'm not going to get that at all. Okay, here we are. We're out. And if I had... Where is he? There he is. And if I had some physics skulls on, I could push this guy out of the map and bring him back too. But yeah, that's a fun one. We don't have space gravity either because we broke out early. If you did this later when you had lower gravity, you'd have the low gravity effect and space sounds. Are they fixed or just baked? They're pretty much baked into the engine. I don't think they could fix them. Like MCC tried. They got rid of the bounces just about. Then they got rid of ghosting because the tick rate's faster. So there are some glitches that don't work among versions. Let's trying to think if there's any other fun ones. There's a lot of fun AUPs. Like you could turn into that vehicle there. That's fun. Let me think. You can like go down the ladders, not the ladders, the gravity lifts by spamming shift and crouch. You can make them fall, which is fun. Kind of wanna. Let's do outskirts. One last thing on outskirts. Do the trash can thing and a super bounce, and I'll probably have to leave it. I'm like racing my battery at the moment on the chat feed here. And okay, I'll leave this cutscene play a minute. I'm gonna try to find my phone and get that on. Actually, don't think I have it in here. Well, I'm gonna have to just hope the tablet holds out. Hoorah. I know one of the thing, I think Mono was trying this a while, I don't know if he still is, getting into this cutscene in a playable state without cheats. I would love to see him do that one day. I don't even know where to begin. Get tactical. Should turn subtitles on if the game has it. I don't know why they're off. Whoa. Yeah, I could probably, like, honestly, I feel like I could fall asleep and, I remember all the dialogue in this game. That's how much I play it, sadly. Like, I could, like, literally recreate it. No, I couldn't, but... Alright, here we are. What was it I wanted to try? There was something... Oh, you're back? Okay, I'm gonna get a skull pulled out of the wall right now. Yeah, I just predatored that from the wall. But yeah, if you like this game, by the way, I'm not gonna say it's free, but Project Cartographer, let's just say if your DVD doesn't work, you go to their website, you can get it. My DVD actually unironically doesn't work. That's how often I played it. There we go. The MCC, I think that collection's like maybe 60, but you get all the games, including 4, which is kind of meh. But yeah, this was something I figured out a while ago. I want to figure out if it can do something, but... This is super bouncing, but in reverse. If you do this just right, 4 seconds and land, you get inside this mesh and it shoots you down and kills you. I don't know, I can't do it right now. Let's try the other thing though. Have any plans on uploading video talking about Halo glitches for hours and hours? It might be something I can do one day. Honestly, this is my rabbit hole game. Like, for a while it was near, and then it became this. And yeah, I don't know, maybe one day I could. I'm just afraid it will burn people out, you know? That's why I kind of do it in stream form. Okay, I'm not gonna try that super bounce. I'm gonna get to the top of this building again. So these super bounces are fun because they're really easy to do. You get 2 of them if you hit this just right. But yeah, I think this speedrun trick would be cool if you could figure it out. Like super bounce from here instead of doing the normal way. The normal way that runners do this level is you go back here. You can jump on the light and get out, or you can go like what they do is. This is gonna be hard in split screen for me. Oops. There we go. There's like a very slim chance right here. There's like a portal plane. You can delete yourself. Yes, stream seems viable. That's kind of what I thought. Like, if you look through my stream history, like, I play this game for like hours. So that's why I had to get that graphics card, because it was gonna piss me off if I couldn't get 32-bit going. But, yeah, the speedrunners go the way I just did, then they run here. And yeah, you could turn into this vehicle, by the way. This one's fairly easy, but I don't quite remember. Where is he? Don't quite remember the steps for it off the top of my head. I think we're gonna sword fly. I'll try to do that. Not good with this original layout. There we go. Okay. I just got player 2 kind of sitting still. Don't really have a plan for him right now. I should do something with it, but I'll do it tomorrow. I want to mess with the portal planes are like occlusion calling in modern gaming. So like there's these windows, like doors and stuff. If you're not looking through them, unrenders everything inside. I think the next weird break is going to happen from that. Because all these effects in the sky somehow were tied to when I messed with that. So they were blowing up on the ground, which was awesome, and I haven't been able to recreate it. That effect, by the way, if you put a player in the room where that's stored, you can make any player giant. So you normally die when you get into it. I'm not going to be able to do it unless I revert and put a skull on and do a bunch of stuff, but it's, let me find it. It's over here, the projection room orb. So in theory, well, it's not in theory, you can do it. On MCC, it's easier because you can just blast yourself into the wall and fall through the floor. I don't think this version of the game lets me do that. But you can fall through here, then if you survived it, in theory, not that you ever could, you can be in the sky. You spawn like towards the hotel, I think. That's a pretty fun glitch. There's a few levels you can do that on. This is the one that I figured out, and I haven't seen anyone really do it that way. Let's go through here. See if I can do a super sword fly or whatever. Come on. No, I'm not gonna get it. Sword flying is a cool trick that uses the reticle swap to break the animation so you can lunge. So if you had a long range weapon, which I don't have right now, you can swing your sword like this and lunge at him from a mile. Speedrunners are real good at that. I'm not that great at it, especially with this controller layout right now, but oop, where am I? I got turned around. Okay. We'll do one thing here at this load zone. Then I'll go get the sword again. Come on, did I jump too early? I jumped too early. No. Okay, we can fix it. So this is another one of these hallways. This is where Porle figured it out, but he did it with like the Scarab gun, that OP gun that I tried to get earlier and didn't. But okay, oops, I teleported him again. Alright. So every time you unload stuff too, you increase the index by all the amount of enemies that would be there. So that's another thing that if you wanted to get something very specific, either at the start of the level or later on, you could do that. I didn't get it. Try this jump again. I feel like this jump's harder on this version of this game. Man. I'm not gonna get it, am I? Please. I got it. There it is. So now we should be player merged, I think. Depends on who jumps through it. Might try to bump clip through the floor. Yeah, we might try that. I can actually go through the floor with super bounces. Super bounces, if you do them just wrong enough, you can, instead of launching up, you launch down, which is kind of hard. And here's the skull. I'm not going to pick it up because that turns on one of the Easter eggs in the game. There's like, I think 9 skulls. I don't really remember. I don't get them all the time. Actually, I can, 1 minute. We can see how many skulls there are because I forget. Host and campaign. So these are all the skulls you can get. They have different effects. Like you can pick up that skull that I just found and that makes you blind. It turns off your HUD. Some of these, like I think it's cowbell, I don't remember, makes enemies more angry at you and they can like hear you better. There's like all kinds of effects. One makes items lighter. If we had that, actually, I could just turn it on. Is this GUI? Oh, the GUI thing? That's a part of Project Cartographer. It's not a mod or nothing. So this just has a bunch of stuff we can mess with, like the frame rate, which is pretty important. Under, where was that? Under video. This game originally ran at 30, so a lot of the tricks work better at 30, but since I'm streaming, I've been keeping it at 60. Alright, let's see if we can... Actually, wait. I'm gonna turn on the physics skulls if I can remember what they are. We'll try to punch this guy under the ground real fast. In jumps and multiplayer glitches? Yeah, I've done a lot of them. That kind of been my whole thing this whole week. Like, I found a few cool ones here I've been trying to apply in terms of doing like a speed run with. Like, let's see if we can get this one. This one can redirect you if you jump into it. Or you could fall through the floor like I did, which is cool. Speak of the devil. Now, there's the default location for that. If they had an IO Boy Easter egg, it would have been right there. If you didn't know. They were originally going to have an Easter egg at each one of those locations. But they unintentionally like took them out, I think, and kept only one in there. Some of you at me in the cart Discord username is... Alright. I'll try to remember that. If I don't get you on Discord, I have my Discord in the About section, so just join there and then send me that info. But I'm pretty good at finding the super bounces because I use the editor and stuff, but there's still a lot I don't know. Like, more the merrier. I've been trying to turn a super bounce into a lunge. Like, I feel like you eventually can do this backwards just by, like, backing into a wall. That's what I've been trying to figure out. I don't know if it's possible, but I feel like it should be. But yeah, that one there, you can redirect and launch over the city if you do it right. Pretty simple one, but I checkpointed, so I got to do the setup again. Ghost jumps off host windows. Oh, yeah, I know what kind of jumps you're talking about. You're talking about like the Guardian falls where you fall from the right height and you can go through things, right? I've done something in MCC similar with slopes. If you grenade jump at any slope and hit a wall, you can actually... There, I did the launch. You can actually go through any slope in the game. It's pretty crazy. I'm gonna try to go through this floor and show him the skybox room if he's still around, because that one's pretty wild too. This ain't the best one though. Let's see, do we have physics skulls? Physics, where are they? Host and campaign, there we go. Sputnik. God, I don't remember all the skull names, man. I rarely use them. Weapons, heads up, enemies. Sorry if I'm like not reading the chat right now real quick. I think there's another skull I could turn on right now, but we'll hopefully I can do it. But yeah, the slope thing, you can do it. I don't know if you can do it in this version. I think it's an MCC thing, but I'll try it. Yeah, if you grenade yourself like that, but you have to be in the air, the moment you touch a slope, you'll phase right through it as if it's nothing. This is a very hard spot to do it, and I haven't done it in a while, so it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. But yeah, like something like that. I have a whole video on it. It's It's a crazy method. I've seen mono use it in one level. If you can get your shoulder through the wall like I just did there, it might be possible here. I checkpointed, so... Oh, come on. I'm trying to remember. Okay. Oh god, I got this bug again. 60 tick or 30? It doesn't matter, I don't think, because it's on MCC, you can't change the tick rate, so I was able to do it there. And I was able to do it at 30, and I broke controls just now. I did this yesterday, too. I reloaded doing something and just broke everything. I gotta restart the whole level. If anyone can answer what did that, I'd like to know. That's new. What happens if I bring a player back while locked like this? Will that fix me? No, I actually broke it. Crazy. That's insane that I had that happen 2 times in a row. Yeah, I'm good now. What the heck even was that? That was game related. That wasn't anything... I'm sorry, I'm just a little dumbfounded that happened just now. Okay, I want a player merge, but I want to go through the floor, do that thing again. And go back to controller. No, mouse doesn't work either. It literally broke the controller and mouse until I restarted. It was clearly a game bug. I've only had that happen once before, now again, and I don't know what I did to do it. It's insane. Okay, let's use the rifle for this. I want to do it quick. Okay, I'm gonna merge with this idiot so we can go through the floor. And I don't have to control both people. Okay. No, I am not alright. I'm about to blow this guy's head off again, I think. I'm trying to remember, do I kill him then me, or is it me then him? This is one I can always get confused on. Okay. Well, I hope I did it right, because I got a checkpoint, which is unfortunate. Yeah, we did it. Okay. If you want to see another weird one, if you haven't seen the ghost clipping through the sloped ledges and stuff, that works in multiplayer, by the way. This is kind of related. You can instantly die and stuff like that, which I didn't want to do. Okay, I got the right skull on at the very least. Good. Yay. Reload. Oh, shoot. Who do I need to kill again? We're going to put this guy in the skybox room. Using the grenade slope jump, hopefully. Okay, let's go. I'm going to use the speedrunner way, I think. Because I'm running out of time. My chat feed's about to die. Okay, here we go. But yeah, I think we can super jump past this whole area. I'm sure people have tried, but with the tools we have now, there's got to be a better wink, you know. Like, there's no reason for this rooftop thing anymore, in my mind. I feel like there shouldn't be. Okay, we want... I don't know, I was thinking of getting the sword in case I can't do it, but we're gonna try to just jump through the wall, floor, whatever. I think it's this side. I'm hoping I'm doing it on the right side. Kind of embarrassing if I did this on the wrong side right now. Right here maybe? Come on. I haven't done it in a while, and this area kind of sucks for it, unfortunately. If I don't get it here, I'll do it on the multiplayer real fast. Almost had it there. Damn. Okay, I'll give it one more shot. I didn't realize I had a checkpoint right here. Okay. Hoping we can get it. This one's always been tricky because you got the slope at such a dumb angle. Come on, project cartographer. Almost. Damn. Alright, we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. I'm just gonna kill them and throw them underground. I don't want to waste anyone's time trying that. I'll do it on, like, multiplayer fast before I end the stream, though. Because there's a lot of places in multiplayer you can do that trick. Actually, wait, can I even... I don't even know if I can in this version of this game in multiplayer, because you can't turn skulls on. Shoot, I don't know. You should be able to do it in here. Almost had it. Yeah, the main thing is you just gotta be airborne before you hit the ground, and then you can just fall through thingies. Okay, I'm just gonna not waste anyone's time. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna punch him through the floor instead and try to get in there or shoot him. DMR, oh, I must not have the right skulls on, because I can't even shoot him through the floor. An MCC, I could have shot him through the floor. Come on. Hit it first try, please. Go. Go. There. I think we got it. I hope we got it. He didn't despawn. Actually, wait. Before we kill myself to go in there. He should be in the sky now. If I can get out of the map again really fast. I'm trying to remember a quicker way to get out of here. I don't remember. And I didn't blow the door up, so I can't just go backwards. Okay, right here maybe. I'm trying to think. Can we just climb you to get out? I don't remember. There we... maybe. Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna go just walk there. Screw it. Another death trash can. Gotta be careful with that. Don't want to fall in that in 4-second intervals or you'll die instantly. Okay. Don't kill me. I need to get to the area. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if we're gonna see the projection room giant, because you have to be pretty high in the sky, and I can't fly around. This ain't MCC, so... But he'd be in the sky up there, basically. Let's go in and join him. So this is the projection room. Any effect you do here becomes giant in the sky. You can kind of see the effect here a little bit. That's how they make these explosions. So all that stuff in the sky is happening inside that orb. I broke this earlier today. Or yesterday. It was either yesterday or... I think it was yesterday or the day before. And this was happening at ground level. You can do this on MCC too. This orbs... There's one on every level that has something in the sky like that. So that's a fun one. Whoop. Okay, we're gonna finish this level off. Actually, no. Wait, let me think. I'm about to leave the stream off, actually, but I want to try to do that slope thing I told you, if you're still around. Sign me out. Let's undo the split so I get controller input. Start. But yeah, you've done super bounces before, I know you said, but I don't think you've done any on this map on an Xbox. Yeah, I made my own map with super bounces. That's a fun one. Shoot, do we even get skulls in this? I don't even know. Quick options? Nah, man. So that might be an MCC only thing in multiplayer for that glitch, but you can go through any slope. I'll pull the video up fast, why not? I'll put it on screen. Give me 1 second. I'll keep the editor up or something for now. It's my candy till I find it. But yeah, I got like less than 5 minutes before my thing shuts off, so I better find it. I've been trying to get out of Beaver Creek using a similar thing with the super jump, and I haven't had luck. What did I call this video? Halo 2 slopes? Nah, that's physics freezing. I don't want that. Halo 2 glitches. Okay, there's my playlist, so maybe I'll find it in there. Sorry, this is taking me a minute. You could turn into the camera, too. That's another weird, goofy one. Clipping. Okay, I found it. I'm gonna put it on the stream. Give me 1 minute. We'll just turn the editor off. I'm about to close it anyway, I think. Why do I have a voiceover for this one? I don't do voiceovers. Okay, so yeah, you can put enemies through floors too. So as you see here, this guy's... I kind of glitched him out somehow. I don't know how I did that actually. But that's perfect because I'm about to put him through the floor. It makes it easy. So anything that gets slightly airborne and the physics skulls are on, hits, it'll go through a floor. I do it with the player here as well. An easy level to do it on is Quarantine Zone. Maybe we'll try it. I think you can do it with the default skulls. But you can. This one works in MCC. You can do it tons of different places. There's a few skippy spots that you can use it on. But I haven't really seen a legitimate, like, serious run with it. I've seen a few runs with it, but nothing like crazy. Okay, let's skip ahead. There's one cool one up ahead here. You can go through walls too. This is what I've been trying to figure out. Like, instead of going down through floors and slopes, if the walls are angled at a slope, you can walk through them. That's a fun one. I'm trying to do that with super bounces. Here's it in multiplayer. You can get to the skybox room in multiplayer doing this. So if you're on, I forget what level, you'll see it here in a minute. Get out of this map with the oddball easy. That's a fun one to troll people if they have the skulls on in their game in MCC. Is this the projection orb one? This might be it. Maybe. Why is the screen black? Did I break something? Did I actually not ever get a clip for this? I might not have. Well, that's insane. I did it in Halo 1 too. You can do this one in Halo 1. What is wrong with me? Why didn't I get a clip of that? Okay, we'll try to do that another time. That requires me having the Xbox hooked up, and we're not gonna do that. Discard. Okay, turn the editor off. Close it actually for now. Game's on. Okay, we'll try. I want to try one more real fast. I'm actually done though in a minute. I want to see if we can even do that slope trick in Cartographer with default skulls. Could do it super easy in MCC. At 60, because it's not like you can run it at any other frame rate. Or tick or whatever. Okay, start this up. Do we have the skulls on? Yes, we do. Oh, damn it. I fucked that up. Fudged up. Like, give me your vehicle. I'm not walking. It's like 2 foot, I know, but... God, it would have been quicker if I walked through it. Or walking. So this slope was perfect. This is how I figured this glitch out on, because it's just one big plane. I feel like we can do it in Cartographer. I hope we can. Oh, what? Are you kidding me? I didn't even get airborne. There's a lot more physics skulls, too, in MCCs, so that's probably what helps it. Okay, there's gotta be a way to make it work here. Oh, I'm out of grenades. I guess I can't do... Actually, I got some. Never mind. Try one... I'll try... This will be my last attempt. Once I'm out of grenades, I'm pretty much done for the night, but... That controller glitch, the mouse inputs turning off, that's wild that happened again. I'm gonna rewatch for sure for that. Okay, well, that's pretty much it for the stream, sadly. Maybe tomorrow we can mess around more on my custom map, my living room map or something, or just mess with Blender a bit. I do want to mess with the portals again, or super bounces, one of those two things. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the stream off here. DT signing out.